15. The Queen of Heaven in the Kingdom of the Divine Will continues the same theme, her life in the temple. The Soul to the Queen of Heaven. Queen Mother, here I am, as your child at your side, to follow your steps in the temple. Oh, how I wish my mother would take my little soul and enclose it in the living temple of the will of God, to isolate me from everyone except my Jesus and his sweet company. Lesson of the Queen of Heaven. My dearest child, how sweet is your whispering to my ears to hear you say that you want me to enclose you in the living temple of the divine will, and that you want no other company than that of your Jesus and mine. Ah, dear child, you make rise in my maternal heart the joys of a true mother, and if you will let me do what you say, I am certain that my child will be happy. My joys will be hers, and to have a happy child is the greatest happiness and glory of a maternal heart. Now listen to me, my child. I arrived at the temple only to live on divine will. My holy parents consigned me to the superiors of the temple, consecrating me to the Lord. And as they did that, I dressed in my nicest garments, and they sang hymns and prophecies about the future Messiah. Oh, how this delighted my heart. Afterwards, I courageously said goodbye to my dear and holy parents. I kissed their right hand, and I thanked them for the care they had over my infancy and for the so much love and sacrifice with which they had consecrated me to the Lord. My pacific presence, courageous and without crying, infused in them such courage that they had the strength to leave me and separate themselves from me. The divine will ruled over me and extended its kingdom in all these acts of mine. O power of the fiat, you alone could give me the heroism that, although I was so little, I had the strength to detach myself from those who loved me so much, and whom I saw that they felt their hearts break in separating from me. Now, my child, listen to me. I enclosed myself in the temple, and the Lord wanted this to let me extend my acts that I should do there into the kingdom of the divine will, to let me prepare the ground with my human acts, and the heaven of the divine will that should be formed over this ground for all the souls consecrated to the Lord. I was most attentive to the duties usually done in that holy place. I was pacific with everyone, nor did I ever cause bitterness or trouble for anyone. I undertook the most humble services. I did not find difficulty in anything, neither in sweeping or washing the dishes. Whatever sacrifice was an honor for me, a triumph. But do you want to know why? I did not look at anything. For me, everything was will of God. Thus, the bell which called me was the fiat. I heard the mysterious sound of the divine will, which called me, and the sound of the bell, and my heart delighted and rushed to go where the fiat called me. My rule was the divine will, and I saw my superiors as administrators of a volition so holy. Therefore, for me, the bell, the rule, the superiors, my actions, even the most humble, were joys and feasts that the divine fiat prepared for me. This divine fiat spread itself outside of me and called me to extend its will to form its kingdom in the smallest of my acts. And I did as the sea, which hides all that it possesses and does not let other than water be seen. I hid everything in the immense sea of the divine fiat, and I did not see other than seas of divine will, and therefore all things brought me joys and feasts. Ah, my child, you and all souls flowed in my acts. I didn't know how to do anything without my child. It was really for my children that I prepared the kingdom of the divine will. Ah, if all souls consecrated to the Lord in holy places would let everything disappear into the divine will, how happy they would be. And they would convert the communities into so many heavenly families and populate the earth with so many holy souls. But oh my, I must ask them with a mother's sorrow how much bitterness, trouble, and discord do they not display? Sanctity is not in the office they hold, but in fulfilling the divine will, in whatever office is assigned to them. The divine will is the peacemaker of souls, the strength, the support in the harshest sacrifices. The Soul to the Holy Mother. O Holy Mother, how beautiful are your lessons, how they descend sweetly into my heart. Oh, I beg you to extend the sea of the divine fiat in me, and make it surround me, so that your child not see or know anything but the divine will, in such a way that always crossing it, I can know its secrets, its joys, its happiness. Little flower of the day. Today, to honor me, you will give me 12 acts of love to honor the 12 years that I lived in the temple, praying me to admit you into union with my acts. Exclamation. Queen Mother, enclose me in the sacred temple of the will of God.